I read 9 books in February and I DNF'd 2, so let's talk about them. The best book that I read this month is Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. This is book 3 in the David trilogy. This has become one of my new favorite fantasy series of all time. This is absolutely amazing. I almost gave this one 5 stars. I gave it like 4.9 because the ending, I loved the ending. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's just a piece that I wish was a little bit more complete. Other than that, the series is absolutely amazing. I highly, highly recommend. And then my next favorite is Rebel Witch, which is book 2 in the Crimson Moth series. One of my favorite series of all time. I absolutely eat everything up in this series. And as far as the rest of the books I read, I'm not that excited about, unfortunately. I did listen to Legendborn by Tracy Deonn on audio. It's not that I necessarily disliked this book, I just really didn't like the audiobook narrator. So I am going to reread this physically, and I listened to Firstborn by Will Dean on audio. I just finished listening to this like last week, but I honestly don't remember like anything about it. It's kind of boring most of the time. I remember liking the ending, but I don't even know what happened. So it must have not been that great. And then I listened to Wake Up and Open Your Eyes. This is one of the craziest books I have ever read. The audiobook was great. I felt like I was really there, and it was really horrifying. I like dark books, but it wasn't disturbing in like a dark way. I just genuinely don't understand how someone sat there and wrote these scenes. Like, if you know, you know. I hated it, but like I also couldn't stop. And I also read The Last Room on the Left. I gave this one 3 stars. It was good. It was a fun time. There's nothing wrong with it, but nothing stuck out to me. And then I listened to No Place Left to Hide. Some of the most bad shit crazy characters I have ever read in my life. I know they're meant to be that way, and I know you're not supposed to like them, but like I just couldn't stand to be in this book a second longer. And then we have Watermoon, which is one of the most disappointing books I have ever read. This is insta-love at its finest. The romance literally made no sense to me. Romance, the characters, plot, none of it really made sense to me. It was messy, okay? Alright, and then on to the 2 books that I DNF'd this month. The first one is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I think this is my last straw with Alice Feeney. First Alice Feeney book ever was Rock, Paper, Scissors. Absolutely love it, 5 stars. I have tried multiple of her other books, DNF'd all of them. So I think I'm done. Something about it, I just can't get with it. And then I did start A Song to Drown Rivers on audio. This is a soft DNF. I really enjoyed where the story was going. I was having a hard time keeping track of the characters on audio because of the Chinese names. I just felt like I could keep better track if I read it physically.